You're hungry? You must be hungry for knowledge. That's good. Sorry, I said that. Okay, alright, let's start now. I think it's already, time's up. Let's start, and or else we can't finish. Okay, alright. Okay, keep all your handphones away, keep all your handphones away. Quickly, focus back, focus back, focus back. Okay, we are now on video or online interview. Before that, E1, I want to ask you a question. Among the 3 interviews we have looked at, all of you, 3 interviews. What's the first one? Face-to-face interview, one-to-one. Second, phone interview. Third, group interview. Alright? So now we are going into number 4, video or online interview. Among these 3 interviews, E1, which one do you like? It's okay. Don't have to experience. Just which one do you like? Phone interview. Why phone interview? You feel more secure. You feel you are safe. You're not meeting that person face to face. Right? How to get a job if you're scared of people? Can you understand now? Is that okay? I can understand. I was also like that. But you cannot be scared of people and hope to get 10,000 ringgit, 20,000 ringgit salary. It's not possible. True? Why are you covering your mouth, your face? I think that one is still have it. So can you understand that now? You cannot get a good job if you're scared to meet 1 or 2 people or 3 people or 4 people at an interview. Because after that you got to meet 400 people. Everyone can understand now? Alright? So that's good learning. Is that okay? Alright? So I can understand. If I were you, I would also say phone interviews the best. Yeah? Because you can, safeguard yourself. You don't have to meet people face to face. Alright? So that's okay, I understand that. But we need to prepare. We need to be ready. Alright? So let's look at number 4 now. Video or online interview. Is that okay? I just added the word online here. Alright? This type of interview has become. Okay, maybe I changed that. How it is becoming. This type of interview is becoming more popular over the years, especially pandemic, technological growth. Pandemic has helped a lot in this kind of interviews. Is that okay? Alright? Usually held when the company or candidates are in a far location and to save money and effort on travel and accommodation costs. Maybe the pandemic made a lot of people to have online, virtual video interviews. Yes or no? We have even had online classes, right? Okay? So now, if it's also for the reason to save money, first of all, it's in a far location. You and the company or the interviewer are far away from each other. Or to save money. Alright? How do you save money? Effort on travel. Alright? On travel. Okay, maybe I'll just do this. Travel. When you travel, you have to spend a lot of money, and also sometimes you go outstation. You got to stay in a hotel. Alright? So that is accommodation cost. So to save money. So they have online interviews. Some companies. Most companies nowadays, one of the interviews can be online, but it is not the final or the single interview. No, they don't like. Is that okay? Alright? Maybe you're comfortable video online interview, but they don't like, because for them they want to meet you face to face. Is that okay now? Alright? Yet, this still allows interviewers to observe the candidate's character and capabilities. Alright? Your character would be assessed. Your attitude. Character means your attitude, your behavior, and your capabilities. What are your skills and knowledge? Your capabilities would be assessed. Right? So you see here the picture I show you. Who's the candidate actually? Is it those people sitting here or the person in the screen? The person in the screen. But it can work both ways. Do you know that? Yeah? Maybe you are also watching the screen, they are also watching the screen. Can you understand now? Alright? So it can work both ways. Prepare for this as you would for a direct interview. Direct interview here means face to face. So you must prepare, even though it's a virtual, online or video interview. You must be prepared. Is that okay? Alright? Robin, all okay so far? Yeah, I feel better now. Or you're getting sicker? Better. Yeah, that's why we are. Let's look at the next one. Panel interview. Panel interview. If you have any questions, just put up your hand. Because I think this chapter is a very important chapter. Is that okay? Right? You alone would be interviewed by a panel of several executives of the company. So, group interview means many candidates. Again, I repeat. Alright? Panel interview means many interviewers. You are the only person at that interview. Is that okay? This can be very daunting, very worrying. This can be very scary. Yeah? Because you got to face 3, 4, 5 people in front of you. And you are. Is that okay? Alright? Panel interview can be very worrying. The key to success is to interact with each member of the panel. Panel interviews are designed to reduce individual interview bias. That means if you have 3 or 4 people in the panel, everybody is assessing one person. So different people will look at you differently. And then they will gather all the marks and then decide if you are the right candidate or not. Is that okay now? Okay? Okay? Alright? One member of the panel may ask all the questions. All panel individuals may take turns. Make eye contact. That's the most important thing. Alright? Make eye contact with the person asking the question. But also give every panel member your attention. Is that clear? The person asking the question, you make eye contact. But as you answer, you don't only answer him, you also look at the next person in the panel, the next person in the panel. Is that okay? You're trying to get the approval of everybody in the panel. Is that okay now? Can you understand? So one person asks you a question, you don't only look at him or her and answer that question without looking at the others. Cannot. You must have eye contact. Is that okay now? Okay? Alright? Be prepared to extend more energy in this setting, as you need to be alert and respond. You must be alert. That means you must pay attention. You really don't know who's going to ask the next question. Is that okay? So you have to be very alert, very focused, and you must respond to more people, not just one person. So you need to respond to more people. So that's where you actually train to work with different executives. Is that okay now? Okay? Alright, let's move on. Panel interview. Let's move on to the... Okay, this is going to be the most difficult interview. This picture. Okay, alright. Behavioral or stress interview. The interview itself, to use behavioral. I don't like the word stress, but this type of interview is, of course, it's going to make you stressed, you know. In this type of interview, you about how you acted in a specific situation. They want to check you according to situations. Is that okay? They would ask you questions that, hey, if this happened, what would you do? Oh my God, they will put you in under stress. Is that okay? You must be ready. You should be a thinking candidate. And you have some knowledge, some experience out there to handle a situation like this. Is that okay? This is an interview technique in which the questions asked and the answers received assist the interviewer or interviewers in making predictions about the candidate's future performance. They can predict from your answer, they can predict your future performance based on his or her actual past behavior. So they can predict how would you be. If there is an emergency in the aeroplane where there is an unruly passenger, how would you handle him or her? Say, oh dear, I don't have experience, so I'm not going to handle him or her. I'll get my senior cabin crew to handle him. That means you're running away from responsibility. Can you understand now? Is that okay? So they'll give you a situation where you need to handle. How do you solve that problem? So they will ask you that kind of questions, alright? This is like the final, not final, but that group of questions in the final section. Initially it will be, it's nice meeting you, can you please explain about yourself? Introduce yourself, you understand? Then the next set of questions will be something like, according to your knowledge, they want to check your knowledge, they want to check your skills, and then they want to check how you handle problems. So this is like the final section. Is that okay? That's why it's called stress interview. Stress, they will put you in a position where you need to show how you would act in solving that problem. Is that okay? Clear now? You mean? Okay? Alright? Example. Let's look at an example. This